People say love has no age, but no one tells you what really happens when you are 63 years old and you marry a much younger man. This is not a fairy tale. This is not hate. This is the truth, the good, the painful, and the lessons I learned too late. Stay with me, because if you believe love is enough, this story might change your mind. My name doesn't matter. My age does. I was 63 years old when I got married again, widowed, lonely, quiet nights, long mornings, a house full of memories, and silence. Then he came into my life. He was kind. He listened. He made me laugh, something I hadn't done in years. He was younger, much younger, and for the first time in a long time, I felt seen. People think older women marry young men for money or control. That was not my story. I married him because he gave me attention. He made me feel alive. He made me believe my life wasn't over. He said, age is just a number. I wanted to believe him, so I ignored the looks, I ignored the warnings, I ignored my own doubts. At 63, I chose love, or what I thought was love. At first, everything felt normal, but slowly, small things changed. He was always on his phone. He cared too much about how people saw us. He avoided deep conversations about the future. When I talked about health, peace, and slowing down, he talked about adventure, energy, and more. We were married, but living in two different stages of life. That's when I learned something important. Love connects hearts, but age gap marriages test reality. The truth is painful, but honest. At 63, you want stability, you want respect, you want emotional safety. A younger partner may want freedom, validation, options, not because they are bad people, but because life pulls them differently. I started feeling like a burden instead of a partner. I became afraid to age, afraid to need help. Love should bring peace, but I was losing mine. The hardest part wasn't judgment from others. It was realizing he loved what I gave him, but not the future I was walking toward. When illness, fear, or vulnerability appeared, he pulled away. That's when I understood. Love without emotional maturity is not enough to survive an age gap. Here is the truth I want you to hear. Age gap marriage can work, but only when both people accept the reality, not the fantasy. Ask yourself, will they stay when I slow down? Will they choose me when life gets hard? Do they love me or what I provide? At 63, your heart deserves honesty, not illusion. I don't regret loving, but I regret ignoring the truth. Love has no age, but marriage has responsibilities, and wisdom comes from listening, even when the heart is lonely. If this story touched you or made you think, like this video. Comment your thoughts. I read every one. Subscribe for more real, emotional life stories. And remember, choose love, but never abandon yourself.